Wow, so welcome back, guys. I'm not gonna lie, what Oda is doing to us, what Oda is preparing us for is something huge. And this chapter is once again fire, fire, fire.
Cartoon, go comic kick.
Before we get started, go ahead, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe, guys. We're on our way to 400 subscribers. So if you want to be in that first 400 crew, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell for future notifications because we're dropping One Piece videos every single week. And let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen.
So the chapter picks up with the narrator explaining to us that this headline in the newspaper is about Rear Admiral T-Bone, who was apparently adored by Marines and citizens alike, but he just died. And this is a big deal because, like I said, he was a rare admiral and of course everybody loved him. So then we're brought over to Navy HQ, and here at HQ we see Suru and Sengoku talking, and they're basically discussing the situation. They're saying they don't know who the culprit is exactly yet. However, this does lead to some concerns raised by Sengoku, and he's stating here that if citizens start to turn on the Marines, then it's not just pirates that they have to worry about, it's the citizens that they're supposed to protect as well, and that's gonna make for a really bad situation. Of course, he goes on to say that we have to strike back at the Cross Guild quickly, so they're showing us that this is due to the Cross Guild putting out a bounty on Rear Admiral T-Bone's head, and of course a citizen came to collect. Now, Suru goes on to explain that the Pepe Kingdom, where this incident occurred, is definitely a nation that's plagued with poverty, and obviously a lot of the people there don't have money and resources, so therefore they took it upon themselves to collect that bounty that was on T-Bone's head. And she goes on to say that they definitely underestimated the genius jester. Of course, we know that the genius jester is Buggy the Clown, the brand new Yonko. And I'm not gonna lie, yo, this is just crazy to see, because who would have thought that Buggy would just snowball into a position like Yonko, right? Like, it's pretty wild to see that Buggy, who has no skill and almost no power, is able to achieve the highest position to what a pirate can achieve besides Pirate King. It's very funny to see, and hey, long may it continue. Emperor of the Sea, Buggy the Clown. From here, Hina actually walks in and she's gonna sit down to eat with them, and Sengoku takes this opportunity to ask her where Garp is at, and she tells them, oh, you didn't know? Garp just took off with sword to go save Kobe. And they're like, no way, did he go to Hachinosu? And she's like, yeah, he's there. Come on, guys, don't you know Garp by now? You know he's not just gonna sit down like you guys are and let Kobe be kidnapped by Blackbeard. That was never gonna happen. But due to their reaction, maybe this actually leaves the door open for Sengoku and Suru to pull up and give Garp some backup at Hachinosu. We'll see, but that would be really awesome. From here, we cut to Empty Bluffs Island, which is important because this is where the Cross Guild is stationed, and we see that the guy that apparently is responsible for the death of Admiral T-Bone, he comes to Buggy, and Buggy's like, yo man, like, what are you crying for? What are you so desperate for? I got you. You guys killed Admiral T-Bone and I'm paying you the bounty. Of course I'm gonna take care of your family. Yo, Buggy is really moving like a mob boss right now. It's really wild. Like, this is back to the old Buggy. It's crazy. And we see that Buggy has a whole operation set up for the Cross Guild. They put the bounties out. Anybody who claims the bounty, obviously you get protection from a Yonko as well. It's actually really genius. We get a small flashback here of Buggy explaining to Mihawk and to Crocodile that, yo, we need a ship, but just leave it to me. We got a lot of shipwrights in my crew that can build us really good ship. But when they reveal the ship to Buggy, it's actually just made in Buggy's image. The whole thing looks like a circus, and you could just tell that Buggy is really starting to get a little nervous because he's afraid of Crocodile and Mihawk come in and see that the ship is looking like it's in his image. They're gonna get pissed off, and so said, so done. They see the ship and they're like, yo, I'm not riding on that thing. Both instantly turn turns to Buggy and is like, yo, let's go have a word in the back. Buggy, of course, is terrified. And we actually cut back in the conference room in the very next scene, and we see that these dudes have been taking turns beating Buggy up. They got his head on a hook while they read the newspaper, and Crocodile stating here that the image of the Cross Guild in the newspaper is very, very good. This is exactly what they wanted, because we see that their goal is to build a utopia, a military state that cannot be threatened by force. So therefore, overwhelming power is what they need if they want to accomplish that. And at this point, Buggy just can't listen to them any longer. He has to tell them, yo, it's gonna cost a lot of money, wealth, and power. Do you guys even know whose words that is? Of course, he's talking about quoting what Roger said at his execution. Money, wealth, power, you can find it all in one piece. And Buggy basically explains to Mihawk and Crocodile here, if that's what you want, then you've been looking for it half-heartedly. He says, we haven't been working hard enough. And both of them are getting ready to, you know, I guess knock him upside the head one more time. Like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? And he goes on to say, listen, I know that you heard that red-haired Shanks made his move. Of course, Buggy is talking about when Shanks one-shotted Kid out of existence. But anyways, he goes on to say that he as well grew up on Goldie Roger's ship next to Shanks. And back then, Shanks was so full of promise. But we get a flashback here to the day of Roger's execution. And Shanks is explaining to Buggy that instead of going to Laptail, he changed his mind and he's just gonna chill out for a while. And Buggy is really pissed off here because he expected Shanks to be the one. He's the one with the straw hat right now. And he saw that Shanks had so much promise and the strength that he had, Buggy was gonna follow him. But because Shanks is taking such a pragmatic approach to it, Buggy decides that, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna follow you, Shanks. I'm going to go out on my own, and the next time we meet, we're gonna be rivals. We're gonna be enemies. And Buggy storms off. From here, we cut back into the present, and he's basically explaining to Crocodile and to Mihawk that he too wants to be the Pirate King. Now, Crocodile and Mihawk, they're both like, dude, shut the hell up. Like, what are you talking about? We're not going after the One Piece. We haven't made any preparations to go after the One Piece. But this does not dissuade Buggy. He actually gets off of Crocodile's hook, and he gets over to the Den Den Mushi to announce to the entire Cross Guild organization that it's time that you guys get up off your behinds. Let's get up, let's go sail the seas, and let's go after the One Piece. And man, this pisses both Mihawk and Crocodile all the way off, but he inspired his entire team, and goddammit, Buggy has this power too. Buggy has the same power that Luffy has. He's able to inspire a lot of people to not only get behind him, but to just get up and do whatever the hell he's asking them to do. And it's crazy. This is why Buggy's a Yonko, and even people as powerful as Crocodile and Mihawk have to kind of file in behind him because he's the one that everybody's following here. They can't inspire anybody, but he can, and it's just crazy to see. And Oda is really just taking the piss out of all of us fans because he knows that even though Buggy's a weak character, he's still amassing power, wealth, and infamy because he's just inspiring. And now the stage is set. Now we don't have Yonko that are just sitting back anymore, but instead Shanks is going after the One Piece, Buggy's going after the One Piece, Blackbeard is going after the One Piece, and Luffy has been going after the One Piece. Now we have our battle royale set up. From here we cut to the Kamabaka Queendom, and we see that there's a ship off the coast, and the ship is going to be greeted by the assistance of the commanders of the Revolutionary Army. Of course, we have the commander of the Northern Forces, Deputy Jiron. This is Karisu's assistant. He looks kind of weird, and he kind of looks like a cow. Maybe he's a mink of some sort. Then we have the assistant of the Southern Forces, Gambo. She's Lindbergh's assistant, and she has a robotic arm, which looks pretty cool. You know, maybe some sort of Lindbergh design. Then we have the Eastern Forces assistant, which is Bella Betty's assistant, Ahiru. He looks like some sort of egg person, a lot like robotic arm, which looks pretty cool. You know, maybe some sort of Lindbergh design. Then we have the Eastern Forces assistant, which is Bella Betty's assistant, Ahiru. He looks like some sort of egg person, a lot like Baron Tamago from Whole Cake Island. Maybe there's some sort of relation there. And of course, we have the commander deputy of the Western Forces, Muciano. This is Morley's assistant, and I mean, he looks like he's into food of some sort. I can't really tell, but he also might be a part of the Long Leg tribe. So there we have all 4 assistant commanders there to greet this ship, and it turns out that the ship is carrying Sabo. Sabo has returned back into the picture. He is okay. He escaped the Lucia Kingdom, and he's greeted by everybody. They're really glad to see him. Of course, Bella Betty talks directly to the people of the Lucia Kingdom that Sabo helped escape, and she basically calls them compliant trash. I guess the Lucia Kingdom, before it was erased, was sided with the world government, so that makes it even crazier that Emo just decided to erase it off of the map. But hey, I guess he can do whatever he wants, right? But from here, Sabo meets with Dragon and Ivankov, and they explain, listen, we're sorry about Kuma. I guess it's just in his programming to just run back to Mary Joa. Even after all that work they went through to save him, he went back there. And Sabo's like, listen, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to explain to you exactly what happened during the reverie at Mary Joa. And this is the end of the chapter. Yo, guys, this is gonna be a big flashback incoming, and I can't wait to see it. Of course, there's no break next week, so we are rolling. Hopefully we go straight into the flashback, because we've been dying to find out what happened at the reverie. Who killed King Cobra? How did Vivi escape? What is Emu's plan? There's so many things that Sabo can answer with this flashback, and I'm getting really excited. If you're excited as well, make sure you smash that like button for this setup chapter. Yo, this setup chapter was fire, and Oda's been delivering us the goods, so make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and tell me about the chapter down below in the comment section. I love reading your guys' comments, and I make sure to respond to them all the time, so make sure you get in that comment section. This has been your boy, Seafood That Guy, speaking to you from a hotel room because I'm traveling for work. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.